to this new video. Today I will be designing and building and making the Sims and the house of Marinette Dupain-Chengs. So I'm a really big Miraculous fan and I decided I need this in my game because I was looking all over the gallery for Marinette, any Miraculous character, and all I could find was quite not what I imagined. I wanted to be a bit more, not like exactly what they are depicted as in the show, but like just a cuter version, just a version that I would play in The Sims. And also I wanted a home with all the details, and I did find a very good one in the gallery, but it was not what I imagined. I had some deeper insight and I tried to renovate the gallery one, but I just could not manage to do that really well. So I decided I need to build this myself, so here I am. First of all, I created Marinette's family, so Marinette, her father and her mother. I just now forgot what her father is called, but her mother is named Sabine. Her father, we will find out when I name him in the game. I will actually write down the right names. I actually did try to make, to give like her father a baker outfit, because he is a baker in the show. And if you don't know Miraculous, this might sound like this, or in general, if you do know Miraculous, I am a bit old to like it, but I don't care. I watched it as a child, growing up a lot, and I love it still. I watch it still. I am on, everything. I know every little detail about this storyline. I watch every new thing coming out of us in the cinema with like all of my friends watching the new movie, even though I was very disappointed in that musical. Like it was nothing as I imagined the movie to be. But anyhow, I really love Miraculous and I decided I need to do this. Usually I don't actually put that much effort into my Sims, I just put a lot of effort into Marinette. So that's why she has a lot of outfits and his name is Tom. So she has a lot of outfits and I put a lot of effort into her, but I just did not really bother. So for Marinette's mother, because she looks a lot like her, I just used the genetics tool. For the father, I had a quite good Sim to begin with, and you can see here, I tried to replicate the outfits from the show actually. So she wears like a little pink hat, I think, in that one, but I could not find one that was matching, so I did try to match them to their actual outfits. I had screenshots, very wonky screenshots, but now let's finally start with the house build. So in this house build we had quite a lot of errors and tries. So first of all, I had a lot of CC download. As you can tell, most of the things I used to build this house is CC, because it was just not physically possible to do this house in the game without using CC, because first of all I don't have that many packs, and second of all it's just a very detailed and very specific kind of house, so I use a lot of CC. Usually I don't do that if I want to upload something, because I know I cannot upload this to the gallery and expect you to have all of the CC, because it's just humanly not possible to own all of the CC I own, because I own a lot of CC, really a lot, and I would say too much actually. But also with this building, the roofing was a pain. It was so annoying, but I couldn't manage to make it work in the end, kind of. But you will see when we move on to her room, which is kind of like, they have like this corner bakery, and she has a room with like a bed on another layer, and then she also has a terrace on the roof. And in The Sims we are kind of limited on the amount of like layers in the house. So how many, oh gosh, I forgot the word for this. Oh my god, how could I forget the word? You know what I mean? So we could not make it higher than 4. And so I had to make the roof kind of work differently. And also we had beautiful, I forgot the word for that as well. Like the back of her house, like we're in the terrace on top of it, she has like a wall or something. It's very Paris-like, and I could not make that, of course, because I, don't have another layer, and I'm currently looking up the words I'm missing. So a chimney. I put chimneys there because we could not make another wall, because I am looking at the word in English as well. Yeah, we could not have more than 4 floors, and because I used all of them up in the building, I could not make it work. You can see here we have replaced down fencing, and I first of all used white lining for the roof. This is a beautiful chimney I put down first, but I lost it because I deleted some like weird CC. This is like I think from it's like the Chateau pack by Felixandre or something, but I lost it because I'm dumb and I deleted it accidentally apparently. I don't know, I updated my CC, I used CurseForge, and it just vanished from my game. A lot of things vanished, so I actually had to replace some doors as well. My CC was kind of bugged, I guess. I also had to like redo this house a lot. I had like a lot of trial and error because for some reason this kept crashing when I tried to do something, and I had to like, you know, save it every few minutes because of that. So it was a really trial and error thing with this house. I think it was the first house in the game that crashed a bajillion times when I built it, so that's really funny. And you will see I placed a lot of columns in this. Maybe I just made it a bit too big and detailed. And for the outside walls, I had some really crappy screenshots from Google for this as a reference because I was in no mood to open my apps and watch it. And you can see here the house actually has white trim on the roofs, but I could not make it blend in like this, so I decided to just wing it and make black work. And then I placed the family actually like right here, and you can see I did not add this in the end. I tried to make like a panel of, sorry, I keep changing the topic in the middle of the conversation, but I tried to edit a panel of like Adrien, because in the show he has like all like these weird tabloids, not tabloids, it's some tabloids, but you know, where you make some kind of ad for like models for like his perfume from his father, and she can see these from his room, and there are some scenes where even Cat Noir like interacts with it, like, which is like the superhero version of Adrien. It's like so funny. But this got deleted when I tried to save it, so I think I don't have it anymore. Like this foundation especially, it was a lot of pain in my ass. So you can see here this is looking a lot different in the end, but I also tried to make it look like an actual street with like making the boulangerie on like a higher level. And in the back here they have like, oh my gosh, the inside was so pretty before it got deleted. I had like windows there. I did make it work and look beautiful in the end, but there were a few cute details that got deleted. You can see here I just decided to keep everything because, you know, I wanted to appreciate my work. You can see here I had these beautiful windows. I later had to replace them by actual windows and walls because they got deleted. These are all CC. But I had a really smart idea because in the boulangerie they have these really big kind of like counters where they place all their products, and because I did not like the look of counters, I decided to just make half walls and fill them in. Such a smart move in my opinion. So that I did that, and then moving on, I placed then a lot of CC. This is also the reason why I used a lot of CC. I just quit on even thinking about not using CC when it came to like everything you place in the boulangerie. In between these clips I also went CC shopping for boulangerie items because, you know, I had to have more baked goods because I had such a limited variation of the same 3 cupcakes all over the place, and The Sims just does not have enough of these different. And yeah, I just continued building this, and I knew I had to go CC shopping. And the hardest part of this was actually also trying to figure out where to. I'm not much of a builder, like who replicates things, so I'm more like of a builder who builds things I develop myself or like think about myself. So trying to replicate like all of the different like measurements that are obviously not matching up in The Sims. For example, like this floor, like this section where you go up the floors. I am such at a loss of words today. I don't know what's up with me, but I cannot figure out any words. So this part where you go up the different floors, it's called, what is it called again? Staircase, but inside this is the, forget, you know what I mean. But I could not make the measurements work, and also it's really interesting, in the inside the door looks kind of purple white-ish, and on the outside it's blue, so you have to figure out which one you want to take. And this is another issue I had. Marinette has this thing where she can, like, she sleeps on top of this platform, like a loft bed, and she can go up from there directly to her roof. But if I would have placed the ladder just like that, I would have had the issue that it would be like considered the outside, and I had 2 floors which would be considered like outside because of that, because it like opened, and I had to create this little room kind of, so it's not really original. Like, it doesn't look like it looks in the show, it's completely different basically. Also, she has no windows on the top floor, which I think is okay, because in the show she obviously doesn't have that much space on the loft bed. It's just like a little nook on top of her room, but in The Sims it would have been nice obviously to have that. And here you can see I had to replace a lot of items because they were just gone, like the windows are now gone, and I put down a lot of like the boulangerie items. So I got some new additions, and they have this bakery station back there, so I tried to mimic it like this. And here you can see I placed down actual windows to make it like a bit more, you know, maybe it was for the better, but the doors were gone, and that was really sad because I missed the doors. I tried to look like for the door, but I didn't like figure it was just gone, so I had to choose another one. And I decided on this open door that kind of fit the windows. In actuality, this door is kind of a square, not like this rounded one. And also, I had the black door before that, I think, but it's like white, or other way around. Did I keep it black? I don't know, I don't remember. This was a long build. I built on this like in between learning for my exams, and I like built on it for like 5 days or something, so I really can't remember. And it also, like, after I finished this, it's like now almost a week later obviously, so I don't really have any memory from what I decided to do in the end. But I had to mimic also 3 buildings, because space-wise it wasn't working with the rooms inside, because the door was like on the left, but there were like 2 separate buildings, and I already like did so much stuff, so I just had to scoot it over, and then we had to make these stairs work. Like, it's like a weird in between of 2 and 3 in real life, and you cannot make that work in The Sims with the stairs, so that was kind of annoying. Also, the stairs to Marinette's room are not really how they should be, and like all of the living room furniture, it's so confusing. Oh, I think you can see here that I think I mixed up the clips. Could that be? No. I had to redo the platform. That's what I had to do, because it was lagging. And I deleted the platform. Yeah, that was kind of an issue. See, I can't really remember what I did, but this kitchen is so wild. If you ever look at the kitchen in Miraculous, it kind of looks good because of the game filter. It's like the animated filter or something. It's like kind of fine, but if you actually look at it, if you build it like that with like the different colors and whatnot and the different appliances, it looks crazy. It's like a mismatch of a bajillion colors and styles. And also they have like this kind of elevated like eating situation. They don't have a dining like table or something, and I tried to find something similar, but I just decided to settle on like something different. You can see I tried a lot of things to make it like elevated, but it just didn't look like it did in the show, so I decided to do like a normal table and stick it in the counter and like use stools, because they have like elevated stools, but obviously no, not working, so I just did small stools. And it is all CC, so this is all possible because of CC. And then I had these CC counters, and this is why you should not always use CC, because I could not for the life of me find the edge counter. They had no edge counter. Then I decided to scoot everything over. This was a lot of trial and error, as you can see. Like, building something from a reference that is an animated show is just horrible. Like, it does not work. In the end, I did scoot it over one tile again, so you will see this will change again in a second, probably. And this just looked also very wild. And also these lamps, I just placed 2 on top because they have like a 2 colorway lamp, because I had to change this because basically the microwave could not work without it. And I also sized the microwave down, so if you cannot download this, I did not upload it, but if you would download it, you had to size it up if you actually want to use it, because it looked, I think in the game it would look horrible if we did not size it up. And also, I think that in the actual house they would not have this narrow of a front. I should have made it not that narrow, but I could not really change it because I already built the boulangerie. So I just decided to make this awkward nook in the front work. There are no pictures of it in the show, so you really had to do something yourself. I even matched the books. If you look at the bookshelf in the show, I even matched the books to it. I had like screenshots of everything. So funny. and you can have like, there are some shots where like Marinette and Alia are standing down there and like talking, and like where Alia, for example, steals the phone of Marinette's mother. It's so funny, like everything, and it's just like how this show is. So I really want to build the other characters. I really want to build everybody's houses and just recreate them, like the whole family and everything. So I am so excited to maybe do that. Oh, and I forgot to totally finish the one sentence. I remember just now, when I placed the family, I placed it in between the clips because I did not build first. I started with the building, and then on the second clip or something I just added the family. They randomly add these love day decorations because in seasons it's like love day in my game currently, because this is a world I actually play in. So the time progressed and it's now love day, and everybody just automatically placed down decorations. So this house had it too, and it was so annoying because it looked horrible and like make the whole thing look like ugly, and I could not just delete them, and they were bugging, and that was a bit of an unwanted touch. And also the one thing I had to take creative liberty with is like the bathroom and the bedroom. I did not even know where it was located. There were like some weird theories on the internet where they could be located, but I just had to like make them up, because in the actual show there is no hallway where you can see doors. Like they are just the kitchen doors, and like, you know, you just directly go into the kitchen and living room and like show, but you can tell that they do have a bedroom obviously. And I just decided to do it like kind of in an Asian inspired version, because, you know, they are Chinese. So I then decided to further finish the building. Well, that was not really a decision, it was like obvious, but this wasn't corner. I did not know what to do with it. I was like, what should I do with it, you know? But I just decided to finally move on to the main actor of this whole build, which is obviously Marinette's home. But I had to stretch out her room a bit, and you will see this is why everything had to be lined up again. It was a horrible trial and error. And it's also why I had to mimic these different floors or like different buildings, because with like the actual buildings, if I would have placed them down like actual buildings like they look like in the game, it would have been not proper with all the measurements in her room. So also she has like this weird kind of very small staircase leading up to her room with like some weird opening, and there's like a lot of floor like covering it, so there was a lot of space from the staircase like taken up, and in her room, in her actual room, there was no space taken up. In the end I just decided to make it look normal, because you can see here it looks kind of odd with these weird floor tiles in there. But also I added this myself. It was like a cute touch from myself. She has a little self-built, like, I don't know if it's really one of these castles, but she builds that for the like miraculous box. I don't know how you call it in English. I watched this show completely in German, because, you know, if you started a show when you were like 10, in German, the voice actors just grow to you, so I just watch it in German because the voice actors are still the same. But she has this little like castle she built for the miraculous stuff. I think they actually break it in the episode she built it, because she built it when she first got it and she was like scared of people finding it, and her, like, she was really depressed in that episode. Like, it's the most horrible time in Marinette. She's so depressive, but her friends come in and they touch it and they break it. I think that actually happens. And also I had a completely weird vision in a moment. Like, you can see I placed the mirror right there. There was no mirror. I don't know why I watched, like, where I saw the mirror. And also I decided to like scoot everything over, and she has such cute furniture. Like, her furniture is all like cherry blossoms and cute, and like it's also very like Asian, Chinese inspired stuff. And when I say Asian, I mean of course East Asian. Sorry to have not clarified that beforehand. I mean also downstairs is like East Asian. Obviously it's not like Asia is a big continent, I'm aware of that. But you can see here, like, if you ever compare this to the real Marinette room, please don't be too judgy, because it is like a Sims build. You have to, you know, give that to me, please. And she also has like, you know, an attic room with like some stuff. And the worst part about this was basically this bed, because she has this day bed in her room with like this adorable Chinese umbrella, and I don't have any Chinese looking CC. I literally searched all over the place for Chinese inspired furniture items and decor, I did not find anything. So I settled on sizing down something very interesting. I think we will get to it very soon, but I put a lot of effort and detail into this room, as you can tell. Like, she's into fashion design and like all of, like, she has a cute cat on her bed, and I first will put in this little plushie, but you will see later on I actually put in some bigger plushie as well. And also she has, like, it is so funny, if you ever build something in The Sims, you will like notice so many details in the room. For example, she has like self-made little crafts, like flowers, and what I put there on the wall, you can see behind the mirror. She placed some stuff there, and here you can see I added some stuff to the boulangerie because I downloaded more clutter. And she doesn't have that many pillows in her room. I don't know if I kept it. Here you can see the plushie. She has like this like L-shaped cat plushie on her bed, but it didn't work. And here you can see what I used. I used one of these tables, sized it down in red, and I just used it as the umbrella, and I just covered it up with all of some different pillows. And I added some more random stuff because you cannot actually see every angle of her room in the show. And just put something in I think she would put there, so like magazines and cute things. And I also think this one like poster from The Sims is so Marinette. And now onto a bit of a funnier part. She has this weird thing where she has everything that Adrian has ever planned, like all of his daily activities, and I've also put that down there, so it's like floating there. And here you can see I put down some bricks chimneys, because I put down big chimneys, but in actuality she has kind of like a brick texture, so I did put that there. And she has this whole funky area, like, and I had to kind of mimic these weird walls, and I just used kitchen counters because it was the best thing. It actually matches like from the colorway, like with the little stripe in the middle. This is very accurate, but it's not kitchen counters in the show, so. But you will see it does not look that odd when I place like the little, is it called pergola or something? It's like the German word, I don't know if it's the English correct way to say it. But it won't look that much out of place as it does now. And I also, like, she has these little fairy lights. There was also trial and error, but we could make it work. So this is the pergola. This actually is an idea I stole kind of from the gallery. There was a gallery build which had this pergola on top of it, which I then used for my build as well. But yeah, that's kind of the only pergola we have in game. I think that is kind of okay looking. So we settled on that, and that is basically the full-on build. I hope you enjoy it and have a lovely evening, morning, whatever you want in the world, and see you next time. Bye!